We're starting today. My name is Bríd, Dooley, by the way, moderating this session for you from RT. Delighted to be here. We're starting first with the results of our timeline survey, the FIAT IFTA timeline survey. This is a survey that has been running for over 10 years, and more than 10 years. If my memory serves me well, it started in Dublin in 2010. That's my memory of it, but it possibly is a little older than that in terms of concept. Sometimes I think of the timeline or a timeline as sort of a journey with a destination, but really it's an evolution, and it's really tracking ourselves and how we have evolved over that time and how we continue to evolve. So without further ado, I am going to hand you over firstly to Inge Tielemans from VRT, who's also a member of the MMC Commission, and she's going to give you the results of the survey so far. And then Tim Manders from Bríd is going to talk a little bit about another aspect of the timeline itself that they're going to do a little bit more work on. So I'm going to leave you, Tim, to explain all of that. So Inge, the floor is yours.
Good afternoon. Like Bríd said, I'm Inge Tielemans. I work for VRT in Belgium, and I'm also a member of MMC, the Media Management Commission of FIAT IFTA. In recent weeks, FIAT IFTA members had the opportunity to participate in our annual timeline survey. In this presentation, we share the answers we received this year and compare them with the results of previous years. Like Bríd said, the initiative for the timeline started in Dublin in 2010 during the World Conference there. The timeline is an annual snapshot of where FIAT IFTA members are on their journey towards fully digital workflows and digital archiving. As you can see from the slide, each year the survey looks on what preservation formats are being used by our members, what level of sophistication their content management systems have, how they provide access to their collection items, how the metadata is created, and also how they engage with the public and allow them to view the audiovisual content held in the archive. The benefit of the timeline to our members is that it allows them to see where their organization is on its journey towards fully digital workflows. You can track your progress and compare yourself to your neighboring archives and audiovisual archives around the world. During seminars and conferences like this one in Locarno, FIAT IFTA uses the annual figures of the survey to be able to respond effectively to trends, movements, and challenges within the archive world. This year, we felt it necessary to add some additional questions to the survey. These questions were all about AI, and my MMC colleague, Tim Manders, will discuss what we did with the answers in a moment after my line. Unfortunately, this year we only received 40 responses from different organizations to our survey. As you can see from the map, we got responses from all over the world, but the largest concentration is in Europe, North America, and South America. And for our results, it would be nice to get a better view of the situation in Africa and Asia as well. As in previous years, most answers came from broadcast archives. A larger share of the answers this year came from what we call other organizations, and this can be, for example, cultural archives or archives in the educational world. We now move on to the actual questions of the survey. When asked about the most advanced preservation format, a clear decrease in the number of analog carriers is noticeable, not entirely unexpected, of course. We also see that almost half of our respondents store more than 75% of their digital files on mass storage. This mainly concerns organizations from Europe and Asia. While cloud storage is increasing very slightly, we still see many doubts about availability, copyright, and security. Compared to last year, 2022, 10% more organizations indicate that they do not need the clouds, and research into cloud storage is also decreasing. On this slide, we see the progress of the digitization process, or the transfer to file-based carriers among our members. The differences with 2022 are minimal, and more than 90% indicated that they were still busy with this job. When asked which content management system they use, we also found few differences compared to previous years. The majority use a digital asset management system, although we have seen a slight increase in the rights management system in recent years. The results of whether or not to offer remote access to archive objects have gone up and down in recent years. While there was a noticeable decline in browse copies via the internet last year, there has been a sharp increase again this year. On the other hand, there is a decrease of almost 20% when it comes to offering part of the collection to the public online. The total of steps 4, 5, and 6, which show archives that can provide online access to browse copies of their content, has decreased again a little bit. And now the metadata. For the metadata question, we ask respondents to let us know how they create metadata for the collection items. As you can see, the number of respondents without a catalog of their collection has disappeared from the results. The rest of the figures remain more or less stable, while last year we saw a significant increase in the use of automatic metadata creation, such as speech-to-text, image recognition, etc. We are now seeing a stabilization. But 25% of our respondents use automatic metadata creation. It's difficult to draw conclusions from the results regarding the question of which platforms our members use to reach their audience. It's clear that many initiatives are being taken, and not all of these initiatives may yield the desired results. That may explain the up and down of the numbers in this graph. What is striking is that this year there are fewer archives that can use social media or develop dedicated websites or apps. We see a decrease of 5% there. Sorry. Like I said in the beginning, we also added a new part in the survey this year, all questions about AI. And my MMC colleague Tim will get in the results of those questions.
Well, thank you, Inge. Actually, I'm going to correct you there, Inge. I am here to present that I will not present the results of the AI survey, simply because there were only 17 respondents out of the 40 that gave us answers. So thank you very much for that. But I think this is too little to really draw conclusions from. And I might add that the Secretary General, Virginia, there, sitting here in front of me, was the initiator of this survey before the Media Management Commission seminar in May. She rolled out this survey to a broader set of archives and institutions, and we got 54 responses there. So there is more reliable data to analyze from there. This survey is published on the FIAT IFTA website, so please take a look. So today I'm not going to present you with the results, but I will announce that we will publish the questionnaire, the survey, and the results with a big disclaimer that it's a bias set, in a sense, it's incomplete, just because we would like to have your feedback. How can we improve this survey? What questions? We got already some feedback that some questions had answers that were a single choice, and there should be multiple selections possible. But there is more to add, I think, to this survey because it doesn't grasp everything that we have seen also already on this conference. Questions about bias, about users, how to involve them. So your feedback is really welcome, and I might approach also some of you that filled in this AI survey to ask you for more feedback. But later on, please give us a tsunami of feedback on what we should add to have more data, and also what we can do as FIAT IFTA to improve the willingness to fill in such surveys so it gives viable data for archives, for users, and also for vendors. So the good news for the sponsors is that you have more time because of this lack of data. So thank you.